Hello. In this short video, I want to look at what we shipped as part of the 060 release of Chocolatey Central Management. So, on the release notes, which you can find on docs.chocolatey.org, there's a number of breaking changes as well as enhancements. Now, I'm going to start by looking at the enhancements, because it's where the lion's share of the work that went on in this release happened. So, effectively, what we did in all versions of CCM prior to this release, we were targeting .NET Core 2.2 and ultimately running that on .NET Framework 4.6.1. Now, due to the fact that .NET Core 2.2 has now reached end of life, we've now uplifted all of the Chocolatey Central Management components, so both the database, the service, and the website, to run on .NET Core 3.1. And now that runs on .NET Core, so it's not running on .NET Framework anymore. So we are wholly relying on the .NET Core hosting packages that the Chocolatey Central Management packages take as dependencies. Now that will see us through to December 2022, because that's when end-of-life support from Microsoft runs out for .NET Core 3.1. Now at some point, there'll be another release of CCM, which uplifts to most likely .NET 6 when it ships. But for now, we are targeting .NET Core 3.1. Now, for the most part, you should hopefully see little to no changes. It has been a wholesale uplift, but there's very little to no new functionality being added. But the CCM website, so we can jump over here. So this is the 060 release of Chocolatey Central Management. For the most part, you shouldn't see any functional difference. It's still got everything you expected it to have before. So it's got deployments, it's got the ability to create groups, computers will report into CCM, etc. Now, I don't have a live system, so I don't have any machines reporting in at the minute. But the one new piece of functionality that I want to draw to your attention is a breaking change. Now, one of the things that our customers found is that the one of the database tables could become full with lots and lots and lots of audit logs. So basically what's going on in the system, and it would fill the database to the point that it could actually cause an error because it became so full. So one of the things that we've enabled by default, if we go into administration and then settings here, and then there's a new tab here that is audit retention. So audit retention is enabled by default, and what it will do is it will keep audit logs for the last 30 days. But after that, any audit logs that are older than that will start to be removed from the system automatically. So if you need to keep audit logs around indefinitely, and you have a separate process for pruning that database table, then that's absolutely fine. But you would need to come in here and disable this and then restart the website so that it didn't continue to delete those historical audit logs. So that is a breaking change because we are removing data from the system. But what we found is, based on a number of support tickets and speaking with our customers, that the best idea would be to enable the trimming of that table, and then 30 days was a happy medium in terms of how long to keep those audit logs around. So that's it. If you do see any issues with this release, specifically around things that work the way they did, or are no longer working the way they did before, we would love to hear from you. But for now, it should just be a wholesale replacement of the underlying framework that's changed. But functionality-wise, it should be exactly the same. So that's it for now. Thank you very much.